What's good, everyone? Welcome back to another edition to Soundscape with TK, with your boy. So, hey, it's a Tuesday out here, a Tuesday evening, Champions League football night, bro. These are the nights legends are made out of. So you see what team I'm repping. You see what team I'm repping. My team has been disappointing me for the last couple of games we played. We got knocked out. We lost the Carabao in the final against City, and this past weekend we got knocked out of the FA Cup quarterfinals against Southampton, a Champions League side club, bruh. So tonight's all about redemption. Tonight is all about answering all those hate sayers, bruh. Because you know the people are talking, saying Arsenal's gonna bottle this season again. Not on my watch, bro. I'm ripping full gunners tonight. We're gonna beat Sporting Lisbon in Portugal, and then next week we're gonna finish the job at the Emirates and walk into the semi-finals of the Champions League for a second year in a row. What? Yeah, it's second year in a row. Last season we got knocked out by PSG. This season we're gonna make it all the way. But hey, that's not what today's reaction video is about. I just had to get that off my chest. Let y'all know that tonight we're supporting Arsenal. Soundwave, we're supporting Arsenal tonight. But the main thing that I wanted to come on the channel tonight about is, hey, I'm sure y'all heard about the Gucci Mane Pooh Shiesty story. I couldn't ignore it, bro. I couldn't ignore it. I had to dedicate a reaction video towards this scenario that we have going on, the situation that we have going on. Cause hey, bro, there's only a few real niggas out here, bruh. There's only a few real niggas out here. No matter if you're good or bad, you stick by your word, you say who you are, bro. Real ones are hard. Like, how can I put this, bro? How can I put this? Pooh Shiesty is one of them real OGs. Facts, bro. He's a straight shooter, dog. He's a straight shooter. He might made some dumb decisions, like why would you rob someone while having an ankle monitor on and being like what, not even 6 months out of prison, but you're already pulling off kidnappings and stuff like that. So basically, what happened, right? For all of y'all that might not know this, right? Pooh Shiesty, he signed to Gucci Mane's record label. Anyway, this homie goes to prison for gun charges and some other stuff. I think he went to prison in like 2022. He just signed the record deal with Gucci, hasn't really released any music, goes to jail, right? Now normally some people would like release you from the agreement or whatnot because you're in jail. They won't be able to make any money off you. They won't be able to make any profits off you because you're not making any new music. You're in jail, right? But now, Pooh Shiesty is still signed to this record label. Oh yeah, and by the way, Pooh Shiesty's cousin is also signed to the same record label, right? So anyway, Shiesty's in prison. He hears the news that his cousin's passed away. I think his cousin OD'd or his cousin got shot, one of the two. Can't remember the story properly now. But anyway, long story short, cousin passed away. Now everyone's thinking, or more, what most people would think is that, okay, cool, this homie was signed to the record label, Gucci's Gucci, everyone knows Gucci. Everyone thought like, okay, well, most people thought Gucci was gonna contribute to the funeral. Word has it that Gucci said that he's gonna pay for the funeral, right? Long story short, Gucci doesn't end, or they say Gucci didn't end up paying for the funeral. Shiesty's brother, I think, publicly came out and said Gucci didn't pay for the funeral. When they were trying to get hold of Gucci Mane to pay the expenses, they were ignoring them, right? So anyway, Shiesty's hearing all this news in prison, bruh. Cousin passed on. Gucci, who's the record label owner, don't want to pay for the funeral, or don't want to at least contribute towards the funeral. Easy enough. Then Pooh Shiesty comes out of prison early late last year. Homie comes out of prison. He records FDO First Day Out. The reaction is on the channel. Check it out. The reaction is on the channel. But at the time that I was reacting to the track, I didn't have a full scope or full understanding of what was going on. So I couldn't mention everything that he mentioned, or I couldn't break down everything that he mentioned in the track. But now that this whole situation has occurred, the track is more clearer now. But you guys can go check out the reaction. So anyway, first day out, records this hit. Bro, it blows up, dog. It blows up. Anyway, now Pooh Shiesty's out, bro. Shiesty's out. Obviously, he's got all those things on his mind. Cousin passed away. Gucci didn't pay for nothing, or allegedly didn't help towards the funeral expenses. So anyway, he tells Gucci he wants out of the contract. I think Gucci how can I say, Gucci said no. Gucci declined when Pooh Shiesty's request of, yo, can I get out of this contract? I think Gucci said no. So then, bro, the man proceeds to get his squad, get his gang, hits up Gucci, tells Gucci to meet him at a recording studio in Houston or Dallas or one of the two. And Pooh Shiesty's from Memphis, bro. Pooh Shiesty's from Memphis, Gucci's from Atlanta. So anyway, Gucci agrees to meet up with him in the recording studio. Bro, he brings up the situation again with Gucci. Yo, I want out of this contract. Gucci says no. Hey, bro, homie tells his other homie to pass the bag that has the Glock inside. They proceed to rob Gucci, rob the associates that Gucci came with. Bruh, that's some real OG shit. It's some dumb choices, but that's some real OG shit, bro. That's some real, cause he be speaking crazy in his tracks, bro. He be speaking crazy in his tracks. I think in FDO he said he's the top shooter and the CEO of his gang, of his squad. And there's no lie there, bro. No lie. So anyway, besides Pooh Shiesty being a real one, Lil Durk, if you know Lil Durk, is also behind bars for murder for hire charges. And that homie slid, bro. You can even see like the lyrics that they caught him on, where he hired that hit on that other bro. I forgot his name, bro. I think Quando Rondo's cousin or something. I might be wrong. But yeah, bro, Durk's also one of them. He's also one of them ones, bro. So I'll be reacting to a track that they made way back in 2022, Shiesty and Durk together. The two real ones, bro. Because, bro, there's been a lot of this. People label the streets ain't the same no more, because you had Thug snitching, you had 6ix9ine snitching, you had Gunna snitching. Bro, it's been a while since we've seen one of them real ones. So hey, let's check out this track. They were probably talking crazy on this as well back in the day. It's crazy, bro. Like it's not always a good thing, but it's always nice to see people actually living what they're speaking about, not being fake, you know? What's happening with this video now? Let's check it out. Come on.
Smart.
Yeah.
Big brr.
Jerry Production.
I don't know where you get something back from me, shit. You gotta get it, this shit in blood, huh? Bitch, I got my own fight, don't need security in the club. All they wolfing on the neck, nigga, I thought you was a thug. I ain't got nowhere to go.
They ain't lying, bro. They ain't lying. They ain't need no security in the club, bruh. They can handle themselves. They don't need no security in the club, boy.
Shit. You gotta get it, this shit in blood, huh? Bitch, I got my own fight, don't need security in the club. All they wolfing on the neck, nigga, I thought you was a thug. I ain't got nowhere to go, I shot up everywhere they was. Yeah, you know who took that shit from you, come get it back in blood. Brr, brr, bitch, come get it back in blood. We ain't mask up, no Dodger X, niggas know who it was. 300 shots up in the car before we picked up dirt. Niggas who ain't got shit, go grab a glizzy, get alert. Shots
they shot 300 shots up in the car before they picked up Durk. Bro, what crazy stuff is that, dog?
You sure no RP shirt. We had 300 shots up in the car before we picked up dirt. Niggas who ain't got shit, go grab a glizzy, get alert. Shots to G-Post, RP, and the reason he in the dirt. You gotta know I go too far. It's 2 O's up on this 100, one of them might stand for O-Block. About 20 some shots left up in the K, 15 still in the Glock. Leave my door unlocked and stop, I like getting on feet, park the car.
I don't know if y'all know O-Block. It's somewhere in Chicago, bro. It's like, I don't know if it's like a settlement or like project housing in Chicago, but O-Block goes crazy, bruh. That's where Vaughn's from. I don't know if Durk's also from O-Block, but hey, bruh. Even me, bruh, as a South African nigga, I know, bruh. Don't step foot in O-Block. You step foot in O-Block, you ain't coming out there, boy. You ain't walking out there. It's some crazy stuff that happens in O-Block, dog. Oh, was this was shot when Vaughn was still alive? Okay, I thought this was maybe after Vaughn passed on.
Go too far, get 2 O's up on this 100. One of them might stand for O-Block. About 20 some shots left up in the K, 15 still in the Glock. Leave my door unlocked and stop, I like getting on feet, park the car. We get up close, doing dirt, I ain't showing love. 11,000 all ones, left my right pocket in the club. Blue faces up on me dirty, I went got it out the mud. If I took some, get it in blood, I don't give a fuck where we was. Bitch, I got my own, if I don't need security in the club. All they wolfing on the net, nigga, I thought.
Homie's like, he's gonna get it back in blood. He don't care where he's at, bro. He don't care where he's at, bruh. So, hey, bruh, Shiesty, stand on business wherever he's at, dog. Whatever time it is. If it's time to go, if it's time to get heated, he's down, bro. And this homie ain't capping, bruh. He already warned us over here, or let's say he already warned Gucci. Like, hey, bruh, I don't care who you are. Don't slide me dirty. If you slide me dirty, get it back in blood. And he was prepared to. Maybe he was prepared to do so. He had the Draco. But was he prepared to shoot if Gucci didn't agree to what he was asking for? You know what I mean? But you will never know.
If I took some, get it in blood, I don't give a fuck where we was. Bitch, I got my own, if I don't need security in the club. All they wolfing on the net, nigga, I thought you was a thug. I ain't got nowhere to go, I shot up everywhere they was. Yeah, you know who took this shit from you, come get it back in blood. Bitch, come get it back in blood. We ain't mask up, no Dodge Rex, niggas know who it was. Storing shit just like the 80s, want some back, get it in blood. Yeah, you know who took this shit from you, come get it back in blood.
Killed your man, you keep on talking, better get that shit in blood. Give my shorty them a dub, then they gon' walk inside the club. Hit his little ass with that switch, I bet that switch up his nerve. Fuck the ops inside my city, little bro, put them in the mud. You can't come back to your hood, huh? No. He was.
If the ops in my city, that boy put him in the mud, dog. Put him in the mud. We know what that means, bro. We know what that means. But you know, it's actually funny, bro. It's actually funny, right? I was watching this other interview because 6ix9ine just recently got out of jail. So he was kind of like breaking down what was happening or what is currently happening between Shiesty and Gucci and Lil Durk as well. And remember Lil Durk's feature on Drake's track Laugh Now Cry Later, the one that blew up in like 2020? Lil Durk's verse was directed at 6ix9ine, right? Don't play that rat in the club or something like that. Now the script is flipped, bro. Lil Durk's in jail and 6ix9ine is out. Laugh Now Cry Later. You see how things always do a 360? Even though, like, I don't think Durk is gonna snitch or anything like that. I hope he don't. Cause right now Durk are making a video about you being a real one. So sit your time, my boy, but don't snitch, dog. Don't snitch. That's just my 2 cents. Obviously, I'm not in his shoes.
My cousin, now his ass all in that wood. Book his ass, I wish he would come. Pussy. V-Roy pop up out that car with that new Glock, I wish he would run. His ass playing, bitch, I'm really icy. Really icy. Pooh Shiesty, that's my dog. But Pooh, you know I'm really shiesty. You told all them OT niggas that you really slide. Pussy. Tell the truth about your game, bitch.
You already knew back then. I think back then, I don't know if Shiesty already had the gun charges, because apparently they I don't know what they were buying. They were buying something, but then the deal went wrong, and they shot the guy that was selling him the. Shiesty and his partner shot the guy that was selling them the merchandise or whatever they were buying. I can't remember the story fully and exactly what happened, but that happened around about 2022 side. So Lil Durk already knows hey, the Shiesty, you my what? Shiesty, you my dog, but you know who really Shiesty. Hey bro. I'm like, bruh, come on. Them 2 niggas, dog. Whew, bro.
You know I'm really
okay, wait, let's just go back a bit. Yeah.
Man, bitch, I'm really icy. Really icy. Pooh Shiesty, that's my dog. But Pooh, you know I'm really shiesty. You told all them OT niggas that you really slide. Pussy. Tell the truth about your game, bitch, they really died.
Bitch, I got my own fight, don't need security in the club. All they wolfing on the net, nigga, I thought you was a thug. I ain't got nowhere to go, I shot up everywhere they was. Yeah, you know who took this shit from you, come get it back in blood. Brr, brr, bitch, come get it back in blood. We ain't mask up, no Dodger X, niggas know who it was. Extorting shit just like the 80s, want some back, get it in blood. Yeah, you know who took this shit from you, come get it back in blood. Bitch, brr, come get it back in blood. Brr, big brr.
Jerry Production.
300. Damn, bruh. That track, Back in Blood, was just warning us. Check where both artists are now. Both of them are in jail, right? While apparently there's no evidence showing Shiesty and Big 30 actually having possessions of guns, right? That's the news. There's footage of them entering the studio, and there's footage of them leaving the studio, but I don't think there's actually footage of them holding Gucci Mane gunpoint or by gunpoint. So homies could beat the case, and plus Gucci, I don't think Gucci's gonna, because Gucci's not the one who opened the case. So if Gucci don't talk, apparently 6ix9ine was breaking it down. If the state orders a subpoena against Gucci Mane, then Gucci would be forced to testify against Pooh Shiesty or something like that. But if they don't order that subpoena, I doubt Gucci's gonna speak, bro. And then Pooh Shiesty and Big 30 are gonna get released, and then because Gucci ain't gonna leave this, bro. Gucci ain't gonna, bro. Remember Gucci, bruh. Gucci's relaxed now and settled down. He's getting old, but Gucci 06, 09, Gucci, he was a menace, bro. So for the fact that he got caught lacking by one of his artists and got robbed, homie's gonna be looking for blood. Gucci's gonna be looking for blood. So I don't know what's gonna happen, bruh. If Gucci has to speak, then Shiesty's probably gonna go to prison, because obviously probably is gonna violate his parole or whatever. Doing kidnapping while having an ankle monitor and having a possession of a legal weapon or weapon. I don't know if he has a gun license or whatever, but yeah, he's in hefty big trouble if Gucci has to speak. If Gucci don't speak, bro, the streets are gonna get bloody. Streets are gonna get bloody. And I don't support all of this, but like, stick behind your word, bro. Stick behind your word. If you say you're gonna do this stuff, if you rap about this stuff in your raps, you gotta live that lifestyle, bro. You can't be rapping about you the toughest MF out there, but then when shit hits the fan, you the first one to be snitching to the cops. You know what I mean? Nah, bro. And Shiesty, he don't worry about all of that. The thing that he worry about is his name, bruh. Whenever you speak about his name, you gotta put some respect on it. You gotta know that he's that person, bro. He's that person. You know what I mean? But I'm an outsider on this situation. I'm just viewing it, getting the updates, but I wanna see where this thing goes to. But hey, if you also up to date about what's happening with this Gucci Mane and Pooh Shiesty situation, let me know in the comments what you think about it, bro. But hey, this is just for the ones who are following it. If this ain't your vibe, I just decided to react to this track because after this whole thing blew up, I saw this track doing the rounds on social media. So I was like, I probably heard this track before, but I haven't like heard it in a minute since it's like 2022, you know? So yeah, I just gave it another listen now, and you could see like there were warning signs all over this music video, G. But hey, enough of me rambling. Gotta get prepared for the football tonight. We got Bayern versus Madrid. We got Arsenal versus Sporting. I told y'all already what team I'm repping. We gotta make a comeback tonight. But hey, sound wave. Until next time. Chosen is dropping ADHD 2 Reload this Friday, April the 10th. Make sure to check it out on the channel. You know for a fact I'm gonna be reacting to it. But until next time, peace out, your boy TK.